Hi, everyone. Just wanted to take a quick second to report some really great things that happened in the middle of a day that is filled with a bunch of things to do, a lot of kind of chaos going on. And it started with yoga class, which is always a good thing to start the day with. Some really just, it was beautiful class, beautiful people in the class. The teacher is just a lovely, heart open person, and so I had a 5-minute conversation with someone else there about how we don't see each other anymore, right? We move through our day either on our phones with our to do lists in our head, where we got to go next. And no one stops even for 30 seconds to look someone in the eye, to genuinely say thank you. And so I got reminded of what I was telling you all about last week, is to move through my day through joy and make connection with myself and hopefully with others, because we never know how a simple smile, 10 seconds or 5 seconds of just looking someone in the eye and genuinely thanking them for your coffee, um, is going to affect them, is just going to change the energy going on, because we're all busy, we're all tired, we're all overwhelmed, and that gets projected in our energy field around us, and so we're just chaotic bubbles bumping against other chaotic bubbles. And yeah, so what if we could change that? And we can. Not if, we can. We change that and we change everything. And so I left class and I ran off to do a bunch of errands. And just in that 5 minutes that I had the conversation, I went to a place to get breakfast and just spoke to the other person in that same open-heartedness and that same feeling of bigness, of like, we're all in this together, we're all just doing the best we can. Immediately, right, we didn't have this really deep conversation. She ended up giving me free pizza because I ordered one slice and they had a few extra left, and she, oh, here, you couldn't decide between the two, I just included them both. Okay. Um, and then I went to do a bunch of other errands, and all along the way, because I just had stayed in the space of open-heartedness, of gratitude, of like, whatever I'm doing, I can do it in the best version that I can do it in, and come at that with a change in my bubble, a change in my space, right? And lovely conversations with the most mundane banking transactions. And I stopped at a liquor store, which always ends well. I mean, who are we kidding? But and had a lovely conversation with somebody who told me about this whole line of product that they're making, that's beautifully organic and clean. And like, we did a tasting because he had time, and it was 10 a.m. and I had stopped by to get beer for a friend who was coming over later, and had a lovely interaction with somebody who introduced a new product to me, talked to me, and then turned around, shook my hand, looked me in the eye, and said, "It's really nice to meet you." And that, to me, was the universe going, "Hey, kid, you got this today." All stuff I had to do anyway, all stuff that I could have gone the way it did last week, which is my mind had this had one way of looking at it, and my body went, "Oh no, I'm not. I'm to hell with you and your bubble." Um, and it was just like, I'm me. I'm speechless. It was so beautiful, beautiful. Who says that about their errands? It was amazing. So again, we're these are seemingly simple tweaks. It does take a while to get there, but it's to really have compassion for ourselves when we're not there, right? Like, I tried to get there last week, and boy, did I get blowback. And because I've been working on this long enough, I sat with myself and saw all of the places that could not accept yet, could not integrate yet the bubble, right? This wholehearted way of being. And that's why I'm sharing a lot of this with you, even my much lesser moments, because it is so important, right? I mean, I get online and I watch people that inspire me and help me, and I see it through my filter, which is they're perfect and I'm not. And that's a really horrible thing to put on myself, right? Which brings me to my next point is, well, hang on. Let me finish my first point, because there's a habit I have. My first point is that we're all figuring this out. And there's this thing of like, it's a trial and error thing. Just because it goes wrong doesn't mean you're not doing it right? Or seemingly wrong. It doesn't mean there isn't value in something that you're doing. Which brings me to my next point about people who I respect, admire, who give certifications and trainings. I was just in one on internal family systems, and I see it through my filter of, I'm not okay. I'm a mess who's trying to figure it out. And if I could just memorize enough stuff, or if I could just listen to their stuff well enough and regurgitate it, that maybe I will seem to be better. And that's the filter with which I watch all of this stuff. And so it's so valuable to me when these people say, hey, I got it wrong, or, I'm still figuring this out. And these are experts in their field. I mean, they've made hundreds of thousands, sometimes millions of dollars. And they've been in this field doing their work for 40 years, the trauma work, the polyvagal work, like all of these really big groundbreaking theories. And it stops me in my tracks every single time when they have the open-heartedness, the vulnerability to share, hey, I just fell flat on my face yesterday. Because I want to say that we're all doing that, but we're really not. We're all figuring this out. And yeah, we may stumble, and we may have a day or a week where we just are out, done. And that's all part of it. It's all part of the process. So, yeah. What if we were already whole? What if we were already, maybe not perfect, but what if nothing needs to be fixed, just integrated, right? This is a concept in internal family systems where you have everything you need. All of the parts are in there. It's just a matter of integrating them, getting the ones that have been, to use their terms, exiled, getting the protectors that are overactive and shutting stuff down or shutting stuff out, that because we have to get through the day and we're not thinking and we don't think we have choice, and our programs just run. What if allowed out to play, given proper voice, being seen, all of the things that we really ultimately want for ourselves? What if we give all of this to our internal parts? What if we are okay already, and we're just playing with different expressions of that? So that's, as I go through my day, as we go through our days together, that's really what I wanted to just have us start to think about, that we're already okay. There's nothing out there that's going to save you, mostly because you don't need saving. You're already fine. We're just learning how to resource and build resilience within ourselves so that we can remember that. So, with that, as usual, I went on a little longer than I intended, but I think it was important. I really, this concept is I had the great opportunity to listen to this today as I was going through my day, and I thought, yeah, like, I'm already okay. I'm already okay. I forget that a lot of times. It doesn't feel like it a lot of times, but it doesn't mean it went anywhere. It doesn't mean I'm not okay. It just means I forgot how to play with it. So with that, I'm going to say bye for now, and we will talk soon.